Welcome to my story time by mybooksummary.com. Get ready for quick wisdom of countless stories and explore. Coraline by Neil Gaiman. There are two types of people in this world. Those who think buttons are just innocent, tiny circles sewn onto clothing, and those who have read Coraline by Neil Gaiman. If you belong to the first group, brace yourself, because by the end of this story, you might never look at buttons the same way again. Imagine moving to a new home, a house that is not really a house, but rather a divided-up, old mansion filled with strange neighbors and peculiar corridors. Now, imagine being an adventurous young girl, armed with nothing but curiosity, a talking cat, and a stubborn streak as wide as the moon. That's Coraline Jones for you. Neil Gaiman, in his usual darkly whimsical way, takes us on a journey that is equal parts spine-tingling horror and heartwarming adventure. A story about courage, deception, and the eternal human desire for something better. Only to realize that sometimes what you have is enough. A new home, an old secret. Coraline Jones is your classic bored child. Too smart for the mundane, too restless for ordinary life. She has just moved into a large, strange house with her workaholic parents who spend more time on their computers than paying attention to their daughter. And let's be honest, parents in children's books are often as useful as a chocolate teapot. They exist, but they don't really do anything. With her wild curiosity, Coraline sets out to explore. She meets the eccentric Miss Spink and Miss Forcible, two elderly former actresses who live downstairs, along with their overweight, aging dogs. Then there's Mr. Bobo, the mysterious man upstairs who claims to be training a troupe of circus mice. Yes, circus mice, because apparently ordinary pets like cats and dogs were just too mainstream for him. But the real intrigue begins when Coraline finds a peculiar little door in the drawing room. The first time she opens it, it's just a bricked-up wall. Nothing unusual. But then, one night, when her parents are absent-mindedly ignoring her existence, as all classic book parents do, she checks again. This time, the bricks are gone, and the doorway leads somewhere new. Somewhere eerily familiar, yet unmistakably wrong. The other side, where dreams go to die. The world beyond the door is almost identical to her own home, but better. Her parents are suddenly warm, attentive, and oh, they have button eyes. Not glasses, not contacts, buttons, sewn right onto their faces. If that doesn't scream, "This is a red flag, Coraline, turn back now," then I don't know what does. But here's the thing, the other mother, as she insists on being called, is nice. Suspiciously nice. She cooks delicious food, plays games, and actually listens to Coraline. It's everything Coraline has ever wanted. And honestly, after years of microwave meals and distracted nods from her real parents, can you really blame her for feeling tempted? Then, of course, the other mother makes her offer. Stay here forever. All Coraline has to do is let her sew black buttons into her eyes. No big deal, right? Just a tiny, irreversible, totally not creepy procedure. Coraline, despite being a brave kid, is not an idiot. She politely declines, as politely as one can refuse someone trying to sew buttons into their face. But the other mother is not the type to take no for an answer. That's when Coraline realizes this is no harmless game. This is a trap. The cat, the ghosts, and the truth. Enter the one true MVP of this story, the cat. This nameless, talking feline is sarcastic, wise, and completely unimpressed by the world around him. He doesn't belong to anyone, which is exactly how he likes it. And unlike Coraline, who is still figuring things out, the cat knows exactly what's going on. It turns out the other mother is not a mother at all. She's something much darker, a creature who lures children in, gives them everything they desire, and then takes everything away, starting with their eyes. Coraline meets the ghosts of past victims. Children who once thought they had found paradise, only to end up soulless shadows trapped forever. Their only hope? Coraline. They beg her to find their lost souls so they can finally be free. And so, our brave little explorer turns into a full-fledged hero. A game of wits and courage. Coraline does what all great heroes do. She challenges the other mother to a game. If she can find all three ghost souls and escape, she and her real parents go free. If she fails, well, let's just say she won't be needing a mirror ever again. What follows is a heart-pounding scavenger hunt through a world that keeps twisting into darker, more sinister shapes. The other mother, furious and desperate, becomes more monstrous by the second, shedding her human disguise and revealing the nightmarish spider-like entity she truly is. Coraline, using her wits, courage, and the occasional strategic use of a talking cat, manages to outsmart the creature. She finds the souls, tricks the other mother, and escapes back to her real world barely. Home sweet normal home. But Coraline is not done yet. She soon realizes that the severed, skeletal hand of the other mother has followed her back. It wants the key to the door, the key to bring her back to its web. And this is where Coraline does something brilliant. Instead of running in fear, she sets a trap. Using quick thinking and a deep well of courage, she lures the hand into a deep well, locking it away forever. She returns home, no longer the same girl who once whined about boredom. She has seen what lurks in the shadows, has faced her greatest fears, and come out stronger. Her parents, oblivious to the horror their daughter has just survived, carry on with their usual distracted selves. But Coraline is content. She knows that even in an imperfect world, there is beauty. There is love. And most importantly, there is home. Final thoughts, the lesson beneath the buttons. At first glance, Coraline might seem like just another creepy children's story, but beneath the eerie imagery and unsettling horror, there's something deeply profound about it. It's about bravery, the kind that doesn't come from muscle, but from standing up to fear itself. It's about appreciating what we have before chasing illusions of something better. And it's about understanding that real love is never perfect, but it is real. And let's not forget the biggest lesson of all. If someone ever offers to sew buttons onto your eyes, run. Just run. Stay tuned for more enlightening content. Head over to www.mybooksummary.com. Don't forget to subscribe and share the magic with friends, and let's grow together through the power of books and interesting stories.